It is 6:49 and you're watching Daybreak. A youth motivational speaker for over 15 years, Rashad Jones is on island to give the keynote speech at the Rotary District Conference. He joins us now along with immediate past president of Rotary Central, Ravi Kapoor. Good morning. Thanks so much for being here. Rashad, I'd like to start with you. Can you tell us a little bit about your personal journey? Earlier in the show, we were talking about the fact that you were homeless at 18.
Correct.
And just 4 years later, which is unbelievable, you had really turned things around.
Absolutely. Yeah, I had a pretty rough upbringing. My parents separated at the age of 4. My mother was a single mom, and as a result, she had a lot of stresses. I had a lot of stresses, lack of guidance, so disrespect and attitudes and all the things that we don't want to see typically in teens is what personified my life and my attitude. And as a result of my behavior and my mom having that no-nonsense attitude, at the age of 18, she said, well, if you think you know everything, you've disrespected my rules, you're a legal adult now, let's see how well your way works. You can move out on your own now. And it was a huge reality check for me. It was a huge humbling experience, and it showed me that I had, like you said, a journey. I needed to embark on a journey to really discover myself, because the attitudes and the behaviors that I was exhibiting, it wasn't the real me. It was a reaction to some of the problems that were going on in our home at the time.
You talk a lot about choices.
Absolutely.
And the fact that that's a way that we can take control of things. It is easy to say, you know, this happened, and so that's why I'm in this situation, and try to find blame, and
correct.
You can almost sulk in it, right?
Absolutely. And I think that's one of my main messages to youth. The past is the past. There's nothing that any of us can do to reach back into the past and change it. The only thing we have is right now. The next second isn't even guaranteed for us. So with the time we have now, the only thing we can do is make choices. Those choices can either lead to a positive outcome or a negative outcome. And I try to take that one simple concept and communicate it to young people in a way where it's fun, it's entertaining, and believable, it's authentic. And if they can grasp that reality, they can leave my presentation. If I never see them again, they never see me again. And they can look at every moment and every opportunity as this moment could either lead me down the right road in life, or it could lead me down the wrong road. And I'll encounter more of the things I don't want to encounter. But the choices that they have is the most powerful tool. It's the most powerful weapon against the pressures that they're facing. It's the most powerful tool they have at their disposal. And a lot of times when young people are acting out is because they're trying to find that control, but they're trying to find it the wrong way. Absolutely. I think that's part of it. A big part of it is attention. In my own case, without my father being in the home after my parents divorced, my mom working to try to provide the best living that she could for her kids, you kind of get left behind. And, you know, mom's doing the best she can, but here I am, this kid, needing to learn what does it mean to be a man as a teenager? What does it mean to be responsible? What does it mean to have integrity? What does it mean to prepare to become this self-sufficient individual in a few years? And really none of that attention was being directed to me. So I acted out to get the attention, and it led to a lot of negatives. But like you said, the choices that we do make once we have that eye-opening moment, I like to call them defining moments, where it can define what the rest of your life's going to be like through those simple choices that we can all make. Ravi, why was it important to bring Rashad here for this conference?
What happened was that we brought Rashad down last year. To specifically as part of our programs with youth programs. We do junior achievement, we do science fair, we do a number of things, but we were also looking at, we have troubled kids just like anywhere else, but you know, it's not their own making. They are in that situation. And so we brought Rashad down. We'd heard a lot about him, and one of our members had actually seen him at a conference in the US and said, this would be a good person to bring down. So we brought him down. He went to SciFec, he went to John Gray, and the response from the kids was absolutely overwhelming. I don't think there was a kid there that didn't get his Twitter account or his Facebook account to keep in touch with. We then brought him to an invitation-only event of key leaders of business, government, and others to a function sponsored by Rotary Central. And also present was Jeremy Hurst, who is completing his year as district governor for Rotary for District 7020. And Jeremy was just so impressed with his presentation there that he immediately requested that Rashad come as a keynote speaker for the conference, which he'll be speaking on Friday. So we then decided to bring Rashad down, and we said, you know what, it doesn't make sense just to have him come down for the conference. Let's see if we can work again with the kids, and even with the after-school program with Mr. Miles. And so this time around, he's here, and he's going to be attending later this morning to Hope Academy. Then tomorrow he'll be at Clifton Hunter in, Lehman Scott High School in Cayman Brac. Then he'll be back here in Grand Cayman, and he'll be at Clifton Hunter for 2 sessions. And then the conference.
All right, well, we are out of time. Ravi, Rashad, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Really glad that you're able to be here and glad that you're able to spend time with our young people. We hope you come back. We want to talk to you again.
Absolutely.
I want to talk more.
Absolutely, sounds good.
All right.